Hello there. Apologies that I look like I'm in heaven or something. I don't really know what's happened. One of my passions, other than Lego, is model trains. And I was in ASDA the other day, which is basically our version of Walmart, and I happened to see a Hornby train set, this one, for £12.50. And I thought, that seems exceptionally cheap. The minimum you can get a normal Hornby train set for is about £50. Took a closer look, and actually this is a Hornby Junior set. So this is actually a train set that's made to look like a proper normal 00 Hornby set, but it's actually designed for little kids. And on the back of it, you can see a sort of toddler playing with the train set. So I thought, wouldn't it be good for only £12.50 to buy this, take a look at it, and see what you get for your money? It's an express train, so I don't know what that really means. It's fast. Most trains are fast, aren't they? Clip together track. It's battery operated, so normally Hornby sets are powered by a wall adapter. On the back, the train is controlled by a start and stop button rather than a controller. Okay. No glue required. Simply pop out the card pieces and fold to bring added realism to your layout. So basically, the scenery in this set is made of cardboard. Easy to clip together track makes creating your own layout fun. We'll see about that, won't we? The train's got a working light on, which is quite interesting because a lot of Hornby trains don't actually have a light on themselves. So in a way, this is a tiny bit more advanced than a normal Hornby set. We'll see, but I think this could be quite a good introduction for a child into the world of train model collecting. So anyway, let's open it up and see what you get inside. So it appears to be all in a plastic. This is better than I thought. Oh my god, it's actually quite good. So it's in this sort of plastic tray, and at first glance these does look like 00 train track, but completely made of plastic rather than having the sort of metal rails. That's amazing. There's a kind of rubber tree here which looks all right, quite floppy. There's also some sort of plastic signal things here. And then we've got all the cardboard scenery here. So there's a bridge and a little station as well, which you would fold and put together. So these are quite simple, and I can imagine that these would get destroyed quite easily. I would say that if you were going to buy this for a kid, it might be best just to buy them a little bit of cheap, real Hornby scenery, like a real Hornby bridge. It's not as if they're that expensive. And then we've got the train itself, which, okay, it does look quite simple, but at the same time it's also quite detailed. We've got a couple of buttons here. It's light, obviously, because there isn't really a very powerful motor in it. But do you know what? As a kind of kids train, I'm quite excited to see what this actually looks like. So I'm going to set this up on the table now. Okay, so let's construct a little bit of a layout. We just need to take these little rubber bands. Oh, this table's filthy, sorry about that. So let's see how easily these clip together to start with. You know, that's pretty damn good. I don't know how rough little children are with this sort of thing, but certainly with my careless adult hands, I'm not having any trouble at all. So another reason I bought this set was I noticed that when I looked it up on Amazon, actually £12.50 is a brilliant price for this set. It's about £25 to £30 elsewhere, and I think like on the Hornby website it's even more expensive. Is this going to fit on the table? That's the only thing I'm slightly concerned about. Maybe it'll be alright if I balance it off the table. Yeah, that's definitely not going to fit, is it? I should have really measured it. They do give you the dimensions on the box. I think I'm going to have to put this on the floor. suppose in a way this is actually going to make it a little bit more interesting going round the table, isn't it? So that's the track put together. So the train requires 2 AA batteries. So let's... Oh, it's gone on already, look at that. So unlike a normal Hornby train set where you could control the speed of the train, make the train go in reverse, and crucially where you control the train from a separate control box, you actually have to control this train by pressing the button on the front there. And as you can see, there is actually a light on the front of the train, which is quite cool. It's quite noisy, but it's an electric train and it's a sort of electric sound, so I suppose that's quite reasonable. It's a bit dark down here, I apologise, but let me try and put the train on the track. It did go on quite easily, but it's not hugely simpler than putting a real Hornby train or 00 train on a track, and I think this is probably the thing little kids will struggle with the most. I suppose I'm putting it on a bend, which doesn't help, does it? Let's put some of the scenery in place. So these are the sort of signal things that you would stick around the side of the track. You get, by the looks of it, 5 of them, and you also get 2 sort of rubbery tree things. These look pretty good, to be honest. How robust are they? I think the trees will survive, but these look a little bit like if a child sat on them or stood on them, then they would probably break quite easily. These bits of cardboard scenery, I think they're a bit of a cop-out. The card is very thin. These are probably going to last a couple of play sessions before they're absolutely useless. I'm not even going to bother to put these up. So how do you actually stop the train when it's running? I guess you have to sort of just hope that you can tap the power button without derailing it. Let's give it a go. Just about managed it. The simplified mechanism actually makes it more difficult to put it on the track. But when the train's going round, it's quite impressive and virtually indistinguishable from a proper electrified Hornby 00 train set. So I think a little kid who sees their parent playing with their own Hornby train set would absolutely love this. And if you live in the United Kingdom, you know, you can get this for £12.50 from ASDA at the moment. Even if you miss out on that, I mean, you can get it for about between £20 and £30 from Amazon. So this is a fantastic Christmas present that's kind of really quite affordable. So I'm quite impressed with this. Oh, I'm very white. I'm even more pale than usual. Look. So this is a kind of quite an amateurish video, isn't it? But I just wanted to do a quick review of this train set because I saw it and thought, I quite like the look of it. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think of this train set. Are you going to get this for your children? Normal service will be resumed with the next video, which will be about Lego, I promise. But so hopefully this won't have put too many of you off. Anyway, there's some relevant videos here which I think you might be interested in if you like this one. Do subscribe, and I shall see you next time for another video.